Good evening to all of my fans, the entire Grayson Brandt family. Hello. We come to one of the final weeks, I think, of SNU Rocket League. I'm looking for confirmation. I'm going to assume it's the final weeks. We playing today, and I think we play sometime this weekend against Tarleton State. Today, though, we have a matchup against New Mexico Cherries. And I don't know what the Cherry stands for. Their logo is a wolf. So the New Mexico Cherries coming into today 1-5 on the day. But Zane did say they're a weird team. They have very high highs and very low lows. And so this should be an interesting game. The boys have been locked in since 7:30. They baited me in getting here at 7:30. I thought the game was at 8. It is now 9, and we are playing. So, joke's on me, I guess. But, yeah, last week for regular season play, we will start playoffs here in the coming week. I think next week will just be the first game of playoffs. We are currently sitting second place in the GAC, and I want to say second place in the NECC as well, not the OACE. Second place in both leagues that they're playing in, so the boys are looking good. We only have 2 of them here today. One decided to go home from spring break. Dumb decision. Could have been here hanging out with us, but I get it. He wants to be in Texas, so joke's on him. But I think we're about to get underway. It's just me tonight, so get used to my voice. I don't. Who is S Electrics? This is Dez. Hey, Dez. Missed you, buddy. Yeah, so get used to my voice. I'm usually casting League. I haven't casted Rocket League in maybe a year. So we'll see if I still got it. But, yeah, SNU versus New Mexico Cherries. I'm assuming that's just their B team. But New Mexico, yes, their school colors are cherry and silver. So Cherry is one of their teams. I love your voice, Grayson Brandt, but not when you're sick. Not when you're sick. And boys are getting in the lobby now as we wait to start game 1. Best of 5 series. 2 games left in regular season today, and then I think I want to say Friday or Saturday against Tarleton State. So tune in one of those days as well. Hopefully it'll be me and Drew. That way you don't just have to listen to me talk. But League is finishing up their NECC season as well, and Overwatch finishing up the GAC season this week. So a lot of SNU esports as we get into game 1 kickoff, going 50-50 to SNU side. Bubba going to go up and get a little 50 ball. Zane's going to block the shot and push the ball into midfield. So, again, I've watched a lot of them this season. I haven't commentated, but I've watched a lot of them this season. They have gotten really well at this pass ball. So, just exactly that play right there. Bubba missing the pass, but a good follow-up by Brisk. Brisk going to try to fake there, and Bubba the Enforcer going to pull back and play off of their attack here. He's going to go in and get a shot near the goal. Landon's going to try to follow it up here, but just pushes it up, and the boys look to get back here. Zane's going to keep the pressure on, however, and finally New Mexico is able to get the ball back to midfield, but Bubba says no. Pushes the ball at their goal, and now all 3 SNU members are going to play the attack here and see if Landon can get a pass in. Could not. Brisk is going to get the boost, play the 50-50, and pull back. And now New Mexico still cannot get any offense going as SNU is playing a lot of 50-50 balls and a lot of defense. Brisk going to go up and push the ball into the ceiling, and Bubba going to look towards sitting at the goal, but a huge fake there. Landon pushing the ball to the left side of the goal, almost putting that in as New Mexico was not able to defend there. And Brisk has a good shot to the middle of the field, but nobody was there, and there's the UI. We love a beautiful UI. Shows the boost for everybody. Brisk getting boomed here. New Mexico finally getting some offense going, but Landon's going to look to change that here. passes the ball to Bubba, but a little bit behind him, just like he does when we play soccer. Can't get passes going. And there goes Zane doing Zane things. Took a little shot there. I'm sorry to the Brandt family. And a big boom there by Bubba. And SNU going to try to capitalize in this 3v2 real fast, but a big miss there by Landon, and not able to compete is New Mexico. And here's a ball off the backboard. Will Bubba be able to put the ball in? No, he does not. And so now we're going to get a little reset here with the ball in the midfield. Bubba going to just send it right back in. And Landon missing the ball again. I gave him a little pep talk before the game, so we'll see if it works in his favor or if it just puts more pressure on him. I did also feed him today, so we'll see how that works too. Dang, Maddie Brandt tuning in from the movies, locked in. Mad respect there. I don't know what her little train icon is, but that's kind of cool. And so SNU going to put the ball in midfield and going to look to reset here. Briss is going to push the ball into the goal, but gets blocked there by New Mexico. And Bubba going to send in a mid ball, and New Mexico going to send it all the way back to SNU side. And both Briss and New Mexico missing that shot. Goes off the top bar, and SNU going to a little bit of a panic mode there, gets the ball out and pushes it back onto the New Mexico side. That was some life for New Mexico as they've been playing defense, I want to say 3 or 4 minutes of this game, but SNU has not been able to capitalize, and now we're going to see Briss do Briss things here. Gets a couple resets in the sky, but doesn't get to finish. There's a 50-50 ball. Oh. Respect Maddie for being the first train conductor for the SNU channel. I respect that. I'm not. Huh? Oh, okay. I love that. So we got 1 minute left in this game. And SNU playing some solid offense. Just hasn't been able to find the back of the net yet, but has had a lot of chances and putting a lot of pressure on New Mexico. New Mexico having a lot of boost right here. SNU finally getting their boost up and now is able to put the attack on. Let's see what they can do here. New Mexico not going to be able to clear the ball there and is going to send it back into the corner. Here comes Bubba for a 50-50 ball. New Mexico wins the 50-50. 2 SNU members are going to go for the ball. 1 gets boomed. That would be Landon, and New Mexico now taking the shot at SNU's goal, but just a little high and putting the pressure on SNU in the last 30 seconds. Bubba going to drop a little bit too slow there to the ball. That's probably because he's lagging at home. That's what he keeps telling me. And SNU now stuck in a corner. Both SNU members are going to push to try to get this ball out, but not able to. Bubba sends it right back into the corner, not near the goal. And 2 SNU members are going to jump into the goal to play defense here. But New Mexico with a lot of pressure in these last 30 seconds. Big boom there by Bubba and sending us into overtime in game 1, best of 5 series. 2 games before the season ends, and we're going to see a kickoff goal 3 seconds into overtime. SNU loving the kickoff goals. New Mexico really on their back foot that entire first game, besides the last 30 seconds, and taking the momentum into overtime was New Mexico Cherry. I don't even know what their mascot is. It looks like a wolf, but looks like a wolf with like a lightning bolt on it. I don't know. But so New Mexico taking game 1 in overtime off a kickoff goal. SNU going to need to bounce back here. And again, New Mexico may be 1-5 headed into today's game, but just like Zane said, they're a weird 50-50 team. They drop games that they shouldn't drop, and they win games against some of the top teams. So here they are putting up a great effort against another top team, number 2 team in the NECC, SNU, and we are underway for game 2. Bubba gonna just immediately go boom a New Mexico member, and is gonna get a good fake there by Bubba, a good 50-50. Now SNU is able to put the pressure on. Briss is gonna hit the ball towards the middle. Landon there, but not able to win the 50-50. And New Mexico going to get a good shot on goal, but Briss able to get back and defend. A good 50-50 ball in the sky by SNU. And 2 members of SNU going up there, both hitting the ball, not getting it very far. And we're going to see Landon just try to clear the ball out of SNU's side here. Again, the whole first game, SNU was able to play offense for a majority of the game, just those last 30 seconds. New Mexico kind of picking up the pace, finding their rhythm, and then carrying that straight into overtime. Briss getting a good shot on goal here, blocked by L Streaks. And L Streak's going to try to take a shot in SNU's net, but not get there. So New Mexico now going to push onto the offensive side, going to get a good shot, but Bubba, the enforcer, is there. Hello, Lipsky. Bolts up. And so SNU now, Zane in the sky, going to get a flip reset, going to go off the backboard, and L Streaks just backwards flipped, but SNU not able to capitalize here. And wow, Bubba, the enforcer, just lightly tapping that ball in. We see a backflip on accident from L Streaks. Achi, I don't know his name, not able to hit the ball there, and Bubba just going to just tap the ball in to take the lead 1-0 in game 2. Big game for SNU, and Bubba, the enforcer, doesn't matter that he's sitting at home lagging in Texas. He has scored 2 of SNU's goals here. So SNU up 2-0 in game 2, dropping game 1 3 seconds into overtime, but has put the pressure back on to University of New Mexico as we head into the final 3.5 minutes of this game. Big time from Cam to get the momentum back into SNU. And we know throughout this season, SNU is a very momentum-based team, and New Mexico going to take a fast shot into the goal. It was a great pass off the corner wall right here by L Streaks, and a good shot, good position there by Brandon. SNU not able to react quick enough. So now 2-1 SNU still, as we get a quick goal from the University of New Mexico, but here comes SNU back onto the offensive side and gonna get a great shot. Lando Bando does it for his fans like always. Now Landon did say before this game he thinks he is the leading goal scorer in the NECC division and the GAC division. I had to humble him real fast, and I don't think he is, but what do I know? You know, there's no stats. We don't know individual player stats. He could be. And if he needs the ego boost, then so be it. He is the leading goal scorer, and I'll say it out loud for the fans. Big pass there by Briss to the center. Landon going to be able to tap the ball in. Upper 90. He hits the crossbar. Classic. Misses. And unfortunately, not able to take a 4-1 lead there. And we're going to get another good shot by SNU. And this is what we saw from the first couple minutes of the first game here, was SNU's pressure on the offensive side. This is a great shot. Brandon not able to touch the ball in the sky, and it's going to roll in. SNU taking a commanding 4-1 lead in game 2 with 2.5 minutes left. That is now 3 goals scored in the last minute by both teams. He does for sure need the ego boost. I agree, Grayson. Next time you see him, give him a big pat on the back and say congrats on leading the league in goals. And SNU now going to look to continue their dominance. Bubba going to just keep the offensive pressure on, stealing the boost, but getting boomed. Doesn't matter. That was a good boost take there by Bubba. And now SNU going to play a little bit of defense, push the ball into the corner for University of New Mexico, and we'll see what they're able to do. Brandon going to kind of take control here a little bit, leaves the ball for L Streaks. L Streaks able to put the ball into the net, but a good defensive play by the Storm to make sure that they don't. Wow. I mean, that was an unbelievable goal. I don't know how Briss puts this in off the zero angle shot that he had, but it's hard to question what Briss does when he's just that good. He's the guy, so he knows what he's doing. I agree. This team does need to figure out their mascot. Cherry isn't really a color. It's more of like a fruit. I don't eat cherries. I also don't probably eat fruit enough. I need to say hip hip to get the best out of your audience, okay? Next goal, Grayson. I got you. And we might have a special guest for the next game. If SNU holds on to this lead, I'll bring them on. Here is 5-1, 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Briss is just air dribbling, just kind of showing off at this point. But SNU looks to have found their offensive stride. as the ball gets pushed into the middle of the field. And University of New Mexico just kind of sitting on their back foot. Not a lot of momentum anymore. Just feels like their energy is dead this game. But SNU playing a solid offensive and defensive game. Haven't given up. Knows that anything can happen in less than a minute. And now Briss going to try to take the ball. Gets bumped off of it. University of New Mexico pushes on to the offensive side and doesn't get the shot. And SNU going to be able to clear. Big boom there on Brandon, one of the University of New Mexico's better players, and Landon getting a good defensive clear and setting up Briss really for a shot off the backboard. Landon not able to follow it up, unfortunately, and here comes Bubba. Bubba maybe passing the ball a little too far. Oh my gosh, I thought he was going to save it. Bubba went for the pass there, passed it just a little bit over the SNU players' heads. Brandon taps the ball in. And this would have been the most insane save I've seen from Bubba the Enforcer, but he doesn't get it. And now 5-2, heading into the final 30 seconds of this game, we are going to see SNU lose the kickoff. Achi going to try to push the ball into position to score, but Briss sending the ball to the skies where he loves to air dribble. And the ball is going to get cleared to midfield. SNU going to pull back on the defensive side. Here comes Lando Bando into the corner. Hits a 50-50 ball. Briss going for another 50-50 ball. And SNU just wanting to keep the ball on the ground here to end this game. And here it goes. Oh, no, they kept it up. Okay, that is game 2. SNU tying the series 1-1. A very dominant performance from SNU. And I will be going to look for a headset to talk. Never mind. I'm fine. So, SNU tying the series 1-1. A very impressive comeback game for SNU, scoring 5 goals. As you see the stats right there, Briss having 2 goals. Bubba having the first 2 goals of this game. Landon putting in 1. Landon having a all across the board, 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 save. So, oh my gosh. Our special guest has arrived. Hello, Drew.
Am I special?
I mean, am I special?
I'm a special guest?
Well,
Are we special?
You're not present in the studio right now.
No, home edition Drew here.
If home edition Drew is anything like home edition Cam, then we're in for a treat.
Uh-oh, is it bad?
No,
has it
Cam
been bad
starting
so
off
far?
the last game with the first 2 goals. Britt's going to try to get an early one there, but doesn't put it in and goes off the sidebar. And we've seen this a couple times today from SNU. Just a little bit of miscommunication. Landon going to be able to clear the ball, thankfully. That would have been a tough little 30 seconds there for... Have you been watching, Drew?
Nope, I haven't. Tell me what's going... Okay.
I'll tell you what's going on.
I just want to know if that's...
just scored. L Streaks just set the ball straight up. There's a couple 50-50 balls. That is one of those things that you just really can't help. It's just like a lot of lot of potties in front of your goal.
Who are we playing?
Home edition Drew, it was on 2000 volume. I agree, Grayson. We are playing University of New Mexico. We're playing their Cherry Blossom team. No, just kidding. Their Cherry team. They have 2 teams, Cherry and Silver. Cherry, their number 1 team. Silver, their number 2 team. And we're playing their number 1.
That's odd choices for colors there.
Yeah, pretty cool colors, Cherry and Silver.
Put them together. You know what you get?
Nope.
Cherry and Silver.
Cherry and Silver, you're so right. That was a good one. This game a little bit different from the first 2 for SNU. SNU not able to put up as much offensive pressure as they were in those first 2 games, but maybe they're going to start to try to figure it out right here. Landon tapping the ball over the head of the defenders from University of New Mexico. Briss centering it. Nobody there for SNU, and SNU now having to pull back and play some defense. Drew, you missed a solid first game. SNU kind of played offense for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And then the last 30 seconds had to play defense and lost the game in overtime.
Sounds like typical SNU fashion.
Whoa.
You know what I don't like?
Slander here.
You know what I don't like?
What?
Trying to...
Hey, I learned this from Grayson. Hip, hip.
Yes! Hip, hip. Hooray! Yes, good, that's our thing, Austin. We do that after every goal.
The chat's alive. I got a hooray.
There we go.
Let's freaking go. You know what I don't like? Me going onto our Twitch, trying to look at our chat, and having to watch a minute of freaking ads.
You know how you fix that, Drew?
Sub. So if
You
anybody
sub.
has $8 now, I think is what it is.
Or an
If you have
Amazon
$8. Austin, how might you get that?
Prime. Amazon Prime? You buy it.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
Very insightful out of you.
Most every United States home has Amazon Prime at this point, I think. Britt's going to go off the wall, center the ball just a little bit too far and puts it in the corner. University of New Mexico clearing it. Don't think there's going to be a lot of pressure there to play off of, though, for New Mexico. And here comes SNU. Psych. Drew, I'm broke. Shone don't pay me enough. Shone doesn't control your paycheck. Unfortunately, I just get to be your boss. So take that how you will. Lando Bando going to try to get one here for his fans. Doesn't get it off the corner, though. Briss sends it to the Oppo corner. And nobody for SNU is there. Good pass, though, by Bubba. He's going to have to take the death, but gets the ball into the center of the field. Briss immediately trying to recenter it. And University of New Mexico, like we've seen most of this series, kind of just playing defense in front of their goal. Not really able to put anything on the board, just having to go straight up, block balls, and then get boost and do it again. But finally, we're going to see some action from University of New Mexico. Gets the ball onto SNU side. Lando says no, but La Streaks putting it back.
L Streaks.
L Streaks.
They have L Streaks and Brandon.
And Achi.
What? Achee! That very. You know what? I don't like their names. I
Oh.
don't like them.
Brandon is my brother's name.
I don't
Yeah.
like your brother.
Oh, I'll let him know.
If that is him playing, I don't like him.
Oh, no, he's not good at video games. Come on now.
Oh, okay, good. Isn't he like a pilot?
He is a fighter pilot, and L Streaks
Oh
air
my
dribbles that
gosh.
ball straight into our net.
Do you
Drew,
want to
I
know what
think-
happened right before that? You want to know what happened? Watch. Oh my
Boom.
gosh, that's literally what happens to our Call of Duty team every time we play.
You get
But
boomed?
why is it that every freaking time we play a team, they think, oh, let's just go freaking try and go destroy Zane 24/7. I respect it, but at the same time, I don't. They're freaking
Zane's not on
nerds
our Call
for
of
it.
Duty team.
No, but our Call of Duty team gets destroyed every game.
Oh, great save by Zane, keeping SNU in this game. That was an unreal goal line save, looking like, I don't know, who's a good goalie? Neuer, looking like Manuel Neuer out there. But L Streaks looking like Cristiano Ronaldo, putting that one in the upper 90, going up 3-1.
Austin, only you and Landon know about soccer.
Watch this. Grayson, do you know who Manuel Neuer is?
Grayson, say no. Say no, Grayson.
Only the greatest goalkeeper to ever goalkeep.
Excuse me, Hope Solo.
Oh, man. Well, were you like
So I'm
6 when
told.
she played?
I don't even know. Didn't she
Yeah.
get in trouble for something?
She did. Great shot there by Lando. Hip hip.
Hip hip. Hip hip Hannah, hooray. Say it.
Hip hip Hannah hooray. And now SNU only down 1, 30 seconds left, looking to send goated German goalkeeper. You're absolutely right, Grayson. But we need some offense. We don't need some goalkeeping right at this moment. 30 seconds left for
Grayson
SNU
made
to
that
tie
up.
this game, send it into overtime like they did game 1. But hopefully a different outcome than game 1.
We need to get it out of here, first off. with
Well,
10
watch it
seconds
right
left.
here. Here comes SNU trying to clear the ball, and there it goes. Will they be able to? Bubba the Enforcer tries to say no.
Uh-oh.
And Landon's confused. Hands on the head, confusion. University of New Mexico takes game 3, goes up in the series 2-1, and we are going
Average
to get
Landon
a
reaction in
timeout
class.
from SNU.
Mm,
I'm going to
okay.
go over there and talk to them. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
They don't want to hear from me. I know my role in today's game, and it's not.
Austin,
not
how many viewers do we have in chat right now?
enough. I don't know.
My dad's trying to talk to me. 1 second. Hey, Dad, I'm commentating a Rocket League game.
We have 20 viewers.
New poll for the chat.
Okay. Poll us.
um,
Wait, can I make a poll? Yeah, I don't know how to do that. And the timeout is currently running down. Zane's quickly typing a bunch of things away on his computer. He's probably trying to hack the game. Oh, I think his comms broke in the middle of the game. His controller broke. That quite possibly is the worst thing to happen ever. I'm assuming he went keyboard and mouse for the rest of that game. Oh, we can't afford that.
Am I back? Am I back?
You are back. We can't afford Dane's controller to DC in the middle of a game. Coming into game 4, University of New Mexico, 2-1. That's it. That's all I had to say. I didn't know where I was going with that. Guys, listen, I'm a League of Legends caster. I don't cast Rocket League. So if you want to hear my voice...
I'm sorry I'm not there to help you.
That's okay. If you want to hear my voice more, tune in. I don't know when we're playing. Also, one of our league players got injured today. First SNU esports injury of all time.
Wait, what? Okay, I know Brandon just scored, but I want to know about this.
Brandon putting the ball in the net. Not a good clear for Bubba. Landon just tipping it into a 50-50, and unfortunately, Brandon winning the 50-50. Yeah, our good pal, Caden Miller, our goated ADC, was skiing today, and something about his AC joint, it broke or something. And so we'll see if he's able to play in the tournament. If not, look for our GOAT of GOATs, SNU Esports GOAT, Zane, to play 2 games and lead 2 teams to championships. But it does start right here. SNU having to win this game in order to stay top 2 in the NECC. We cannot afford to drop this series to this team. And here comes Briss, skyball into the midfield. Not going to be able to do anything off of that. Landon going to try to block him, not get the 50-50. Excuse me. It was the McDonald's me and Landon ate.
Did it taste as good the second time?
It was a hiccup.
Oh, okay, we're cool then.
If that ball would have went in, I might have lost my mind. It kind of was just sitting halfway in the goal and not able to be put in by an SNU member, unfortunately. And here comes University of New Mexico. 2 members flying at the goal, both missing. And will Zane be able to do some damage here off of that? Both SNU members, though, committing to the ball. And Bubba the Enforcer going to try to look to start SNU's engines. Y'all remember that one? Our, like, intro? All right, cool. Silence. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know where Drew went, but here we go. SNU now going to look to get on the board. Lando Bando putting the ball near their goal. Doesn't look like any SNU member is going to be able to commit to this. And a good clear by Achi. And now University of New Mexico on the offensive side. Passes the ball up in the corner. Going to be a little bit too far past the goal. And Brandon going to look to send it right back. And Achi and Los Streaks both trying to commit. And we almost got our Rule 1 there. That would have been crazy. I think that would have been our first of the season. Second.
We had
second
one
of the
last
season.
week.
Oh, we had one last week. Lando Bando going to be able to put the ball not in the net. Oh, and Briss flying in, but gets a bad bounce off the goal and doesn't get to put it in. Bubba fakes the jump, misses. Here comes Briss. Still going to try to get a bump. Doesn't get it. Landon now sending the ball to the middle of the field. Here we go. SNU looking to get on the board in game 4, down 2-1 in the series. Needing this. Drew, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, at any moment, home Wi-Fi could kick in, and I might be gone for 30 seconds. But I think the boys need to turn something on right here. We need something fierce. I need a Lando Bando pass play to the middle to Briss, back to Bubba the Enforcer, back up off the back wall, down to Briss for the dunk. That's what I
Well,
need right now.
Briss saving us from getting dunked on there and pushing the ball to center field. Achi going to try to get the ball into a pinch on the ground, but doesn't get it. Here goes Landon in the air. Doesn't have a good control of the car, though, unfortunately. Good up there by Briss, but Achi able to get back and send the ball back into SNU's side. And here we go. Drew, you said
Uh-oh,
fierce.
that might be a
not-
shot. Oh,
Yeah,
Sorry, what?
fierce like a uh-oh. That ball may be just trickling in.
Way.
And L Streaks going to get a lucky goal because I know he didn't mean for that to go in. No, he probably did, but just an unfortunate goal. SNU down 2-0 game 4, needing a big comeback here. And here we go, kickoff.
Rotations seem a little off. We seem a little out of sorts.
Well, Landon's going to quickly change that right here as he puts... Oh, my gosh. If he would have done that, I would have
There we go.
Bang! Landon said, Austin, you're going to start bad-mouthing me, but hold on real fast. I'm going to put this ball in the back of the net, and we're going to get this game back to 2-1. Hip, hip.
Mm-hmm. Hooray.
Hooray.
Hip, hip. Yep. I like that.
30 seconds left. SNU looking to keep the momentum. Ball goes in University of New Mexico's corner. Bubba the Enforcer might get a... Oh!
No.
Oh, my! Bubba the
Yeah.
Enforcer with this a little
Bubba.
cheeky shot from the corner. Ties the game. One more, Grayson.
I hate the dabbing ghost.
Zero
I hate
more.
the
No,
dabbing
we
ghost.
still need one more, Grayson. I don't know if you can do math, but it's 2-2. We need one more to win.
Isn't he going to be a doctor?
Well, he's trying. You know what I learned today? Even doctors get sick.
No, they don't.
Well, Grayson's sick, so what does that tell you?
He's not a doctor yet.
You're right, actually. That was a good one. That was a good play.
Thank you.
And
You know what else is going to be a good play? What Briss is about to do with 5 seconds left here. Off the back wall, going to pass it. Oh, shoot. I tried to call
shoot
it.
is right. Landon's going to go straight up, though. No boost. And here we go. Overtime, we need a big kickoff. Big kickoff coming in from SNU. 50-50 ball. Landon misses. And that was scary. But Briss said, don't worry, I was there. Here we go. Briss going to just try to fly in like Kaladin style, if you know what I'm talking about. Lando Bando doesn't get the 50-50 read. And now here comes University of New Mexico's offense. It has been clutch for them in overtime before, but we're going to see something very different. SNU going to put the ball into their offensive side. Good shot to the middle. Bubba, the Enforcer, almost gets the ball in the bottom left, but doesn't. Here comes Lando Bando. Will Landon get it? No. No 50-50 there either. Bubba, the Enforcer, accidentally hitting Landon's car, and Landon's going to have to go back. Full boost. Here we go. Is Landon going to be able to push the ball back into University of New Mexico's side? Everyone's flying without control of their car. Big miss there for University of New Mexico, and they are currently just sending the ball back and forth into two different corners. That was a good shot, though, by University of New Mexico. Will Brandon be able to finish it? No, he doesn't. Bubba the Enforcer going to pass it to Landon, and now Landon going to try to clear the ball. Tries to get a pass to Briss, but misses just by a little bit. Bubba the Enforcer goes up, misses the 50-50 ball. Here comes Briss. Here comes Landon. They need a good defense here. They get one. Briss saving the goal. Misses the 50-50, but Landon's there. Briss sending it to the center of the field. L Streaks, Landon up in the air, both hitting it. University of New Mexico going to get a shot on goal here, but not a very good one. Sorry. I was expecting better. I don't know. Here comes Landon into a pass for Briss, but gets saved by University of New Mexico. And here's the ball into L Streaks. L Streaks takes a shot on goal, goes high. Briss there to save it, sends it to the corner. Here comes SNU now. Landon going to push the ball into the midfield. Gets a 50-50. Ball doesn't go anywhere. L Streaks follows up. Going to get a good shot on goal, but Briss there again saves it for like his 15th save of the game, I think. And Lando Bando almost gets a cheeky shot past the Mexico defenders. The Cherry defenders? I don't know. The Wolf defenders,
New
I guess.
Mexico.
What'd you say?
The New Mexico defenders. I don't think they're from Mexico.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And Landon now in the corner with the University of New Mexico defender. And Bubba the Enforcer goes up, blocks the ball, double committed there from the Wolves. But now in the corner, are they going to get a shot into the middle field? But Briss says no, sends it out. Landon sending it into the offensive zone for him. Gets a little backflip kind of thing. I don't know what you call that.
Austin, I'm shaking.
Listen, this is a long overtime, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. The crowd is getting more than they paid for here. Extra time.
$0.
Yeah, $0, but they're getting it for free right here by Briss. Briss almost gets a shot into the
But if
net,
you want to
but
sub,
saved.
it's $8.
Here we go, another shot coming in. Will they give
Oh, God.
massive save by Achie, but here comes Landon. Whoa! Oh! Oh my gosh! That was insane! Landon saves the series.
We're not letting that top 2 seed go without a fight, Austin.
Sorry if I just exploded everyone's eardrums in the chat, but that was
Fine with me.
amazing. Game
Austin,
5.
I'd like it if you screamed more.
I will scream more. Yeah, let me see the Lando pictures in the chat. Here, I'll send my own. I got it locked up and ready to go.
Need to see the Lando pictures in the chat. In the chat now. I need them in the chat.
Amazing overtime shot. 3 minutes into overtime, and Landon gets a good read off the wall, puts it in the back of the net. Maddie Brandt, watching from the movie
Austin.
theater, said, "This is actually crazy." Landon did clip.
Austin.
What?
We didn't
Wait.
say it.
Wait, time out. Drew, you're on your computer right now. Could you clip that and send it into the chat for all of Lando's fans to watch? Okay, Drew doesn't understand how to clip in
I can
Twitch chat.
certainly do my best.
Drew, I just will be really honest. You just click the clip button. Grayson, you know how to do it. I know you know how to do it. Grayson Brandt, you clip that, send it into the chat. Wow. Electricity is in the air. Game 5, needing to win this game to hold the second spot in the NECC. And here we go. 1 second. Kickoff. Let's ride. 50-50 ball in the center of the field. Both people going up. Going to just barely hit it. And here we go. University of New Mexico going to push the ball in the offensive zone. But Briss, like he's been in every situation ever, just sitting in the goal ready. It's like he has like 5 cars in the game. And one just sits in the goal all time ever. Ball in the corner. Achie going to try to take a shot. Doesn't get a good one. Good defensive play by Bubba. An amazing shot there by Briss to bounce the ball to the center of the field. 50-50 ball off Lando. Briss going to take advantage of this and going to try to get a couple bumps on the University of New Mexico defenders and get the ball into their side. Here we go. Bubba the Enforcer, good 50-50 read. Here comes Briss. Get the ball in the sky and bang! Hip, hip,
Hip, hip, hip, hip.
hip, hip, hip. There you go, folks. Says one Desmond Williams, our Overwatch king, our Call of Duty king, our Halo king. 1-0 SNU.
Whoa.
Ball into the corner, not a 50-50. And a little cheapo shot from L Streaks. Now, let me tell you, I don't play a lot of this game. Actually, I don't play any of this game. But that would be the hardest shot for me to save. And probably the most annoying to see it go through. Yes, Briss with controller is superior to keyboard and mouse by miles. Miles. University of New Mexico sending it into our side. Bubba the Enforcer says no, sends it right back. Here comes Briss, going to try to take the 50-50 ball in the sky. Bubba misreads there a little bit, but is able to get back. Landon sending it over. And Landon taking Bubba
does
the
get
Enforcer.
one whiff. Bubba does get one whiff a game. Landon gets 3, and Zane gets 1 a week.
Oh, Bubba needs 2 because he's currently at his home Wi-Fi.
Okay, we'll give him an extra buffer. That's okay.
Okay, big Bubba the Buffer.
Bubba the buffer, because his Wi-Fi is buffering.
Facts. That's Bruce Buffer. Josh hitting us with the let's get ready to rumble. Yeah, I mean, I am ready to rumble. It is game 5. I'm rumbling.
Huh?
I'm rumbling. It's game 5. I'm shaking.
Oh, I see.
I see. No, that's Aki. Briss in the sky. And he does it again. I have 2 mics in my hand because I'm so excited. Only one of them, unfortunately, is on, so you don't get to hear me twice. But Briss just messied everybody. And a little fun fact there, if you didn't see, one of our very own, I actually don't know who it was, hits the boom to get that ball to go in, and SNU taking a 2-1 lead, 2 minutes and 50 seconds into this game. And man, what a incredible performance coming off of last game. Oh, Landon almost going to get a good shot on goal with his tires there. And here's a flip reset. I mean, it's just all the things. He just clicks so many buttons. I wish, and I know it's not possible now, but I wish we had the little controller at the bottom right where we could see all the button inputs that Zane does. Because I don't think I could press that many buttons. Drew, are you alive?
I certainly couldn't.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. SNU going to take the offense. Bubba going to send it into the corner, and he's going to dribble it all the way around. And Brandon is there to send it right back. But here comes Briss. Briss going to look for a pass here. Just kidding. Briss going to take it himself and gets blocked. Here comes Cam. Gets beat a little bit. Landon hits the 50-50, slows their offensive down. And now University of New Mexico going to take the offensive possession. A good shot there by Brandon. Off target. Landon goes up, blocks it. It was actually on target by L Streaks there. And Brandon going to get the full boost and try to do some damage. But unfortunately, he runs into a Briss, and you can't do anything against that. Good save there by Lando Bando, and Briss sending it straight into the opposing corner. Bubba the Enforcer going to sit here and look for a 50-50 ball. Goes over his head. All 3 SNU defenders are now up. And good thing that ball was going slow because nobody was back. But doesn't matter. Here comes Briss, going to ride the wall, miss the ball. Landon sends it into the corner. Aki goes up. University of New Mexico is the Lobos. Well, let me tell you, Desmond, as Aki scores to tie this game, that logo that they sent us, that, my friend, is not a Lobo. That I can tell you that's not a Lobo. That's a wolf. I don't know. I don't know if they got confused.
Is
on their
Lobo a
animals.
DC character?
Lobo is. Do you know what Grand Canyon University's mascot looks like?
Sure.
Oh, those are the lopes. Oh.
Antelopes.
Oh.
Rule
guys,
one.
I
Rule
just
one.
learned.
Rule one. Rule one.
Rule one.
Yeah.
Rule one with
Rule
Bubba
one
the
into
Enforcer
the
saying,
Bubba goal.
hold on. Wait 1 second, Landon. I will just quickly put this in for us. And bang. Yeah, I did just learn, Eldritch, that Lobo is wolf in Spanish. And now I feel like a dum-dum. So now it really just, oh my goodness, what a crazy kickoff. No, so it is a wolf, but they call it a Lobo. Well, I'm an idiot and embarrassed myself, so what's new, I guess.
It's okay. We all have those days.
Everybody has those days, and everybody makes mistakes. That was
Yeah,
a
that's,
crazy backward shot, though, by Landon, getting the ball out of the little scary positioning for SNU. Now, 20 seconds left. In a Game 5 situation, SNU up 1. Bubba the Enforcer maybe over-rotated just a little bit there. But Landon clears the ball. Yeah, I mean, just a beautiful clearance from Landon. And they said, wait 1 second, we're not done. We're not done. 1 for the road. Have a long drive home, you Lobos. And a massive Game 5. What'd you say, Drew?
Start the bus.
I think Drew's home Wi-Fi is kicking on. and we not only are playing the Lobos, we have a robot in our call. And bang, there it is, Game 5. That's the series. SNU takes it 3-2 to hold number 2 in the conference. A crazy, crazy series. To all the fans that showed up tonight, you guys are the true MVPs. We're just kind of all sitting here during spring break. Campus is quiet. It's sad. So just to get to talk to 20-plus people tonight, I mean, come on. What a great night. Lando with the rule 1. You're absolutely right, Isaac. Landon taking down one of the Lobos players, and Bubba just giving it a little tap in. Man, what a game. What a series. SNU wins it 3-2. We will be right back here. I'm looking at Landon. Oh, hey guys. Hey everybody. I'm embarrassing myself. They're not looking at me, but SNU wins it 3-2. I'm going to have a player interview. We're going to get a player interview. I'm going to bring Landon over because he's getting out of his chair finally. Hey, bzzzt. Get over here. Landon. Hey, Zane, when do we play next? Friday at 8 o'clock, Tarleton State. No. Who? MVC. Missouri Valley College. Take a seat. Oh, I need to move over. Landon, we're kind of matching pants. Landon, tell me what it felt like. You got rule 1 in the last 30 seconds of that game. What was going through your mind? Ooh. Oh. We're
To be completely serious, I literally was like, nice. We just won this. I literally have full faith. There is no cost to win. My boys would let me down. Don't flip it. Don't flip it, bro. Don't flip it.
Landon, I will say in game 4.
My mic's not on?
Oh, that's so awkward. You just did that. You just answered that whole question.
Wait,
Yeah.
Does that mean they didn't get my voice?
Yeah, they didn't get your voice crack.
Let's go.
They didn't get your voice
Hey,
crack.
hey,
Congratulations. Here we go. Let's try again. Landon, what was it like getting rule 1 in that last game?
They rolled me over. Camp sucks. Oh wait, I take that back. Had full faith in my boys. Yada yada yada. Love them.
Great answer. Okay. In game 4, Landon, you had probably your best goal of the year. I asked everybody to clip it. Nobody did, unfortunately. Drew said he doesn't know how. Is Drew still here? No. Okay, Drew said he doesn't know how.
Can't hear me?
Yeah, they can hear
Still?
you. They can hear you now. They fixed it.
Okay.
What going down 2 in that series? Best of 5, a team that's 1-5. You're down 2-1.
Okay. Wait. Whoa.
You're down 2-1. What's going through your head?
Okay, well, first off, a team that's 1-5 has nothing to lose. We also, Zane said it. One of their players was probably the best we've played.
Was it
this whole
Brandon?
season. No, it was Oct.
Aki.
Yeah, whatever that guy is. Anyways, that team was.
Wait. Pause. Keep going. Can we get the clip on?
I literally was. I don't know, to be honest, I was shaking. I was nervous, but I was excited. Asked Lena why he didn't eat any of his dinner. His mom. Okay. All right. Can we ban him?
Grayson,
Can we chat ban him?
Grayson, he didn't eat his dinner because I had to go buy him McDonald's.
Have to is crazy. Wanted? Maybe. I did have a Nutella sandwich. Which was a banger. By the
Okay,
way.
we are currently
Apparently-
in the process of getting your clip from the chat so you can sit here and watch. You probably blacked out during all of it.
I only remember the last game, to be honest.
Well, there were 3 games before that. 4 games before that.
Yeah, I only remember the last game. It was insane though. That was crazy. That was a test for sure. When you play a team that doesn't care if they win or lose,
Yeah.
they play 10 times better. Especially going down 2-1. That's something that a lot of teams just can't come back from. We've learned a lot from the losses we've experienced recently, and a specific loss that we had in our past. But we've learned. I hope that it shows that we can be down and still come back.
So I got 2 questions, and then we'll watch this clip if we can get it. 1, when you're playing a team like that, think playoffs. First game of the playoffs, you guys always come in high seed. You're always playing the team that has nothing to lose. what has to be the mentality walking into or sitting into that kind of game?
Every team is just as good as the other, especially the teams that are lower seeds. They just want it more. They're hungrier than the teams that are up top. In my experience of any competitive nature, soccer, basketball, Rocket League, any type of competitive game, there are always teams that are lower than you that will just play their heart out. So you just have to come into the game knowing, like, all right, time to turn it on. Don't look at the rankings. This is completely like when you get into the playoffs, records are wiped. Their records don't matter anymore. It's team versus team, player versus player.
Des, I need you
We're
to figure
cooking
this
now.
out.
And we did cook.
Des, you can whisper it to me and I'll send it in. Okay, last question, and then we got the clip that everyone's been waiting for. Game 1. You're dominating. 4 minutes, 30 seconds of pure offense. Last 30 seconds, you get kind of put on your heels a little bit, and then overtime happens.
Hey, Chat Bantam.
Oh, and we do know what happened in game 1 of overtime. 3 seconds in, lost the kickoff goal.
Yeah. Yep.
What was the mentality after that?
Well, it kind of depends. In some games, whenever you just know you're going to lose, you just have to reset your mind. My coach told me this, 6th grade. He said, have the memory of a goldfish.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Yeah, that's true.
Is that your coach?
No.
Oh.
Thomas Sarenga.
Shout out Thomas.
From Kenya. My
right.
goat. Anyways, told me to have the memory of a goldfish, and I kind of stick with that. When we lose, you just have to move on to the next game. When you get scored on, you just have to move on to the next, or try to move on to the next goal. Has the hell? All right. I mean, this is insane. Is there any way I can chat ban him?
All right. Well,
do I have any authority over this?
Desmond doesn't know how to work
This is
Twitch
crazy.
clips, just like Drew, and not knowing how to clip anything on Twitch. Desmond doesn't know how to send links. So
Hey, Liv.
we will. Who's Liv?
Liv.
Oh, like Liv.
Liv. Yeah.
Hey, Liv. Good to see ya. Hope your spring break's great.
that's great.
All right. Well,
I don't even know what to say about
that's going to be it from us today. Landon, great game. Zane, good game.
Thank you
Cam,
guys
if
for
you're,
watching.
if
Love you
you're
so much.
watching, I'm sure you're not. Good game. We will be back here Friday at 8 o'clock against Missouri Valley College to finish off the regular season. Give me a second. To finish off the regular season and head into playoffs next week. Landon, what are your final things to say to your fans out there that tuned in today?
I love you guys. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, Grammy.
Next game Friday. Hopefully they don't reschedule, do some weird crap. It's been happening. Pray for my boy.
They physically can't.
Pray for my boy Caden Miller. Had a pretty bad accident skiing. Even though they're laughing, this is actually pretty bad for him.
And the league team.
And the league team, and esports as a whole. But I love you guys so much. Pray for him. Pray for us. Yeah, that's all I have.
All right, here we go. Everybody have a good night. Thank you to SNU Esports sponsors for all of the support this season. We will catch you guys Friday. I'm sure I'm going to be on the mic again, so get ready. Bye, everyone.